What's up, guys? I just broke something. This is Dustin Bones here, coming to you on that crazy internet Al Gore invented. I've got a brand new show that I wanted to put together just for you, and I hope that you enjoy it. Now, one of my hobbies that I like to do is I like to collect VHS tapes, but not just any VHS tapes. I look for interesting ones, rare ones, kind of weird ones, something that I look at and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Have I ever seen this before? And if the answer is no, then I usually buy it because it's usually somewhere between 5 and 25 cents. In doing that, I also acquire what are sometimes known as sold as blank tapes. Now, these tapes are often unlabeled, but are definitely used, and so you never know what's going to be in the tape when you pop it in, which makes it a mystery and makes it fun. So we're going to do this together and find out. Our mystery tape of the day is this. It's a Polaroid Super Color Plus T20 246-minute video cassette. None of that really means anything to me. So with that, let's go ahead and pop in the tape and let's see what's on it.
Heard to show you some of the highlights.
Okay, so it's Fox News. Somebody's watching Fox. Ah, Lewis Black. God, I love Lewis Black. Lewis Black's one of my favorite comedians. He's got that dry sense of humor. Looks like he's being honored for something. So it must be a comedy enthusiast that owned this tape priorly. Uh-oh. We got some breaking news going on. What? What? No.
And good morning.
No. Usually, I was honestly hoping for something I could rip on here.
I'm Shepard Smith. It's good to have you with us for the remembrance.
But how do you really?
Honor and remember his life.
It's the funeral of the Pope.
Unprecedented grandeur set to begin in just about an hour. As kings and queens, presidents and dignitaries, everyday men, women, and children fill St. Peter's Square to say a final farewell to a religious leader, the people's Pope.
I gotta be honest, I'm not Catholic. I don't get the whole Pope thing. I can't really, in good conscience, rip on these guys, make fun of these guys or anything, because I don't practice the faith and I don't understand the significance of what I'm seeing and what's going on. Obviously, it's significant enough somebody decided they'd want to tape it and watch the funeral again later. So at about an hour and 5 minutes into the tape, the funeral actually begins. We see a lot of Catholic-y things happen, a lot of stuff that I don't understand. And then they take the casket away at about the 3 hour and 41-minute mark. So this funeral lasted like 2 hours. The funeral is over, people are leaving, and they start replaying the footage of the funeral and things like that. Like this is some kind of sporting event, and we need to see all of these moves one more time. I'm trying really hard not to be offensive in this video, but you gotta see the comedy in that, people. Why are we seeing an instant replay? This isn't baseball. At about the 4 hour and 13-minute mark, we cut to these guys on stage at the Fox News headquarters. And I keep remembering, like, sports, man. Like, this seems like the after show panel where, you know, you've had a big sporting game, so we cut to these sports experts to talk about more sports stuff. The blonde guy here on the left just seems very happy to be here. The girl seems neutral. It's like it gets more awkward the further right you go. And then the guy on the very far right, he has no idea how to act. And I gotta admit, even making this video, I'm not really sure how to act myself. So the funeral took place on April 8th, 2005, making this tape 15 years old. Alright, so at the 4 hour and 22-minute mark, we finally get our first local commercial, which lets us know where this tape is from. It's from Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Now, a lot of times when you get these local commercials, you get something a little corny, a little cheesy. Sometimes it can be really, really fun to watch, especially if you're not from the area, not familiar with it. In this commercial, all we really do is meet Retta Miller, and she makes the most boring commercial I think I've ever seen.
And Cape. Huh. Look at that. I wonder why they left that here. Oh, local channels.
the site issues. It's got to go.
I know the game's on, honey, but you only bought the one receiver.
I'll have it back in a week or two.
Yeah, well, how much is this gonna cost me?
To be honest, yeah, this is a little overblown and a little exaggerated, but at the same time, I used to work at DirecTV, and this is not far from the truth at all. It's a little more exaggerated, but yeah, they are definitely crooks like that. See, a lot of times companies pull the kind of shit DirecTV pulls when they don't really have any competition. With streaming services being what they are today, and there being so many of them, I don't know how much of this shit they're getting away with today, but I cannot imagine that they're going to get away with near as much as they used to. We're 4 hours and 15 minutes in. We've come back from commercial, and we got more replay footage and more people doing commentary talking about this. To be honest, it was a little funny at first, making the sports comparisons, but at this point I'm over it, so we're going to just fast forward till we get through this all together.
At Yellow Book, we looked at a lot of ideas to help you remember.
Holy shit, it's the freaking Yellow Pages. Talk about a trip down nostalgia lane. Man, I haven't even thought about that in years. There's another business that became completely obsolete when Google came along. So I just looked up yellowbook.com, and it is still a thing, it turns out. I'm not going to give you my location, though. But this shot is definitely a meme in the making. So about 5 hours in, we get an ad from Bill O'Reilly, and let's see what he has to say.
Tonight at 8.
Coming up on The Factor, you will not believe how mean some English people are being to Prince Charles and his fiancée.
Ah, and the tape cuts out. That's a shame. I was actually interested. So we catch the tail end of the credits for NCIS, and it looks like we're going to watch The Amazing Race on CBS. Now, The Amazing Race is a show where people have to race around the world, and I'm sure they have to do challenges or something like that. To be honest, I didn't watch this part. I really wasn't interested in seeing this at all. However, in making this video, I attempted to upload the entire tape on YouTube. In doing this, I got a copyright claim. Through this copyright claim, I learned that this is from The Amazing Race Season 7, Episode 7. So I looked it up on IMDb, and you can pause the video and read the summary if you're really that interested. I was able to squeeze out one last commercial before the tape ran out.
At Geico.com, you can get free rate quotes and handle all your car insurance needs online. But we like to make it interesting. Here's an idea we received via email. Yo, I think your website would be the bomb if you had the gecko do the robot.
This calls for a remix. There you have it. There's our first mystery tape video. At our next video, we've got another tape to review. We're going to check out the Walt Disney World Magic Without the Kids Vacation tape. Thank you for watching and sharing this video. Don't forget to click subscribe and ring that bell icon so that you can be notified as soon as new videos are published.